What's up guys, I got a brand new video for you today and I'm in the wilderness right now and we're gonna shoot a little video on how to shoot in harsh sunlight because that's something that I do often and it's a little intimidating to some photographers, especially when you're starting out. And typically you would shoot in shade or overcast so you get a more balanced image. But I'm gonna show you guys what I do to get my images in harsh sunlight. So let's go. All right, it's okay. It's not like we're trying to film a tutorial on how to shoot in the harsh sun when there is no harsh sun. Son of a sun.
Unfortunately, we had to battle with the sun on and off all day, but I'm going to talk about metering because that's the first step in judging your exposure. Now, my camera has face priority and multimeter, and that's usually what I use on this camera, but some older cameras don't have this option, and they might have something called spot metering. And basically, what it's going to do is it's going to judge the exposure based off where that spot is. So you can see here, when she moves her hair away, the exposure changes. And typically, I try to keep my exposure at around 0 or just a little under 0. But for the rest of this video, I'm going to use multimeter and I'm going to be using it with the face priority because that's normally how I shoot. And basically you just want to make sure that nothing's clipping and you're keeping your exposure at around 0 or a little under 0.
Look straight off this time. More profile. Like more profiles and like turning this, yeah. Almost over your shoulder. I like that.
Okay, so camera settings are massively important and I usually shoot full manual, but you could also shoot aperture priority. Typically with a portrait you want a nice shallow depth of field, so I'm shooting at f1.8 and I'm cranking my shutter speed for this exposure to 1/8,000th of a second, ISO 100, but I also feel like it's still a little hot on her dress because it's white and my camera can still go down even lower, so I dropped it to ISO 50. Most cameras can only go to ISO 100, so you might have to go to electronic shutter or use an ND filter, but for this situation, it's the perfect exposure.
I'm gonna flip the camera. I'm gonna get in a little closer. I'm gonna get back now to get a little bit more full body. I think more like this with your legs, like more crossed. Nice. You could actually kind of walk towards me. So start a little bit further back and I'll just get you to slowly walk towards me. Okay, go for it. Nice. Just in time, the sun went down.
Chumbawamba, I get knocked down.
I want to show what it's like positioning you in the sun.
Well, here's the sun.
So changing where you are in the sun. So obviously right now we're straight on, right? So if you start to turn yourself a little more, yeah. Tilt your chin up just a little. I like that kind of look just because it has more shadow and dimension. So you're kind of on a 45 to the sun right now. Actually turn around the other way so we get the other side of you as well.
Sometimes it's good to actually place your subject in the sun and walk around with the camera and see what the sun does based off shadows. In this case, I had her looking straight towards the sun, so she was dead on with it, and I was at a 45-degree angle. And it's kind of nice here. You can see there's a bit of shadow on her cheekbones and under her chin. But then as I get her to rotate around, she starts to be a little bit side lit, and then eventually she's fully backlit, which I don't personally love doing when it's harsh sun like this. This does look nice when it's sunset or golden hour, but in this situation, I have to bump my exposure up to adjust for her skin tone, and unfortunately, it's just super bright. The nice thing is we're in a location where it's not completely blown out, but it's definitely gonna blow out the sky. Then I rotate around till I'm on a 45 degree. I have her 45 degree, and with the sun, we have kind of like Rembrandt lighting. Also, tilting the chin up will also help with some of those shadows, and in this situation, it looks great.
Well, it looks like our sun is gone now. Watch the sun be beaming over there, and just the sun's beaming over there, but not here. So this tips and tricks video about how to shoot in harsh sunlight has now turned into how to shoot into shade, the easiest way to shoot photos. I'm like an old man. Get off my sky. Or maybe I just put it on this tree branch. Mic stand.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It probably sounds amazing. Oh, I gotta lay down right on this stuff.
I know, it's like prickly.
So the next thing I did is I had her sit down and I positioned her face basically directly into the sun so there was no shadows. And as you can see here, it looks really nice and she pops out of the background because the background is actually darker than her.
Ooh, I like that. That's sick. Bring that left arm over. It's kind of a shadow on your face right now. Nice. Yo, I like the hat. Do we have the sun for a bit? Because if we do, let's rip it. Yep, go for it. It's gone. These are sick. All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
Oh, look at this little swing. Zooming into 70, baby. 75. Yo, this swing just made my life.
I know this video is about shooting in harsh sunlight, but we did find this cool swing I wanted to shoot with, and it was in dappled lighting, so harsh sunlight mixed with shadows. And this is a little bit more difficult to shoot in, but basically you just have to expose for the highlights still, and then in post you can bring up some of those shadows. Hey, this video is brought to you by my Classic Ports presets that you can get right now. These are the same presets that I use every day, and they'll give you that film look with a modern touch. They're designed for Lightroom, Lightroom Mobile, as well as Photoshop. I spent a lot of time tuning and perfecting these presets, and so far everyone has loved them. They're only $16 and they come with help videos if you've never used presets before. So make sure to check out classicports.com and tag Classic Ports presets when you use them to get featured.
All right, thanks for watching the video, you guys. Thanks to Clarissa for helping out on this one again. And yeah, that's shooting in harsh sunlight. And hopefully you guys like some of the shots. I think we got some bangers, and you know, we had to deal with some clouds. Hey, look, we got full sun now, right as soon as the video's done. Worst timing. All right, guys, that's it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, give it a thumbs down twice. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Don't forget to follow Clarissa. I'm done.
Peace.
That's it. Oh, thanks to Milosh for shooting the videos. Hey, welcome to Shooting in Harsh Sunlight with Lee Zavitz. I'm your host, Lee Zavitz. I just said my name twice. Want to hear it again? Lee Zavitz. That's 3 times. It's coming back.
Sun.
That sun is going to be the death of me. I'm going to go into, I'm going to either have an early heart attack at a young age or retire from this business because I can't take it anymore.
It's back.
The problem is I don't have enough money to retire, so I guess we're slinging cameras for the rest of our lives. Oh, I like that last one, actually, when you laughed.
Cool.
We don't see Clarissa laughing in many photos.
What?
The problem is why I don't like, I've been asked this before, why the models aren't smiling. And I always feel like it's too cheesy and forced. But if it happens naturally, I would use it, you know? And that last one was you laughing for real. How do you enjoy your time on the show? I'm having the most massive deja vu right now.
Really?
That's so weird, man. We've lived this life more than once, I swear. We're gonna die and live this life over again. We just keep doing it over and over again until we get it right.
Ice cream.
What else? Okay, we'll get ice cream.